What's good? What's good, peoples? It's your boy Tez coming at you live with another episode of Tez Talk. Appreciate y'all for tuning in with your boy today. Now, the way we gonna jump this particular episode off, man, is it's gonna be centered around, guessed it, man, one of the best American pastimes. Football season, man. Playoff time is here. So what does that mean? You know what that means. Them boys, man, them jungle boys, man, we back in it. Like I've been telling everybody, here come them playoff rounds, man. So guess who we got? We got Baltimore. Ain't nobody worried about Baltimore because we just beat them last week. So I'm actually anxious to go ahead and get past them so I can watch a couple other of these important games that's coming up. You know, you got the Seahawks and the 49ers. That's actually a pretty nice rivalry game, back when if anybody remember Colin Kaepernick, he used to play for them at that time a few years ago when way a few years ago, but probably it's been about 4 or 5 years or so. Um, but Marshawn Lynch played for them. Seahawks and the 49ers, they get busy. That's gonna be a nice game. Now, Chargers and the Jaguars. I don't know how that Jaguars crept in there, but they got up in there, man. And so not gonna take nothing past them. I haven't really watched them that much, but I know the Chargers, they always a good team. They stay, they haven't been playoff bound probably for a couple years, back when Phillip Rivers he tried to get them there, but Keenan Allen out there, that boy still playing. It's gonna be a nice little game for that particular playoff game. The Dolphins and the Bills. Now, I'm not sure that's gonna be a weird game because Miami, man, they used to play in hot climates and warm temperatures. Buffalo, man, they gonna be at home, so they're gonna be feeling comfortable. I'm mad that Buffalo got that second seed, but we still made it in there. Now it's just time for us to forget about the seedings and just show that we deserve to be there and go back to them Super Bowls. Go back to that Super Bowl. AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. It's got a nice ring to it. I'm telling you, that's where we going. So don't even worry about it. The Giants and the Vikings. Now, Giants, they another team that crept up in there, man. They haven't been in the playoffs in a few years, but they crept in. So, they deserve to be in. I'm interested to see what Saquon Barkley does in the playoffs. Now, against a team like the Vikings is tough. So, they got to really be on their A game to beat a team like the Vikings. So, we'll see how that one goes. Next is, last but not least, we got the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. Now, this game is going to be nice to watch because I want to see the Cowboys smash Tom Brady. I ain't going to hold you. Not a Tom Brady fan, so I want to see him get smashed. But can the Cowboys be the one to do it? Because Dak Prescott has not been the best on his A game lately. And, he's hit or miss sometimes. But I'm interested to see, how Big Zeke get busy out there in the playoffs and interested to see how they do against a team like, the Buccaneers with a guy like Tom Brady. That's going to be interesting to see. Now, 5 minutes of pressure, man. We going to holler about that boy Damar Hamlin. So if nobody knows what happened a week ago in a Thursday night football game, well, it's almost been a week. I don't think it's been a week exactly. I think so the last Thursday night football game, if doesn't nobody remember about what happened, there was a football player that collapsed on the field in the Bengals versus the Bills game. So when he collapsed on the field, his name is Damar Hamlin. Now, if anybody doesn't understand the situation about Damar Hamlin, there was a play, it was 7 minutes left in the game in the first quarter, and he got hit and he basically collapsed on the field. You know, he had some type of issue to where he basically needed to be resuscitated, and the game had to be ended. Now, at the end of the day, you know, this is a dangerous sport, and prayers go out to that man, you know, because he is out the hospital. He did make it out, which that's a good sign. It's just, you know, it's just a messed up circumstance on what happened and how the game ended up, you know, affecting the Bengals record. So just prayers out to him, you know, and his family. And I hope he makes a speedy and safe recovery. And, you know, at the end of the day, hope he'll be rooting for his team once, you know, the Bengals get to the AFC Championship, and then hope they'll still be rooting for him once we knock them out and we end up in the Super Bowl. So, you know, by the way, if didn't nobody catch that ass whooping that Georgia put on TCU, it was 65-7. I couldn't believe it. That's probably the biggest lopsided national championship game I've ever seen in the entire history of life that I've been on this earth. It's just crazy. I thought they were gonna do something after halftime, but no, it was just a lot more ass whooping, and it was just crazy. Man, if you haven't got a chance to go watch the highlights on it, man, go check that game out. It was definitely insane. Man, now, come Wednesday, man, we're going to be hitting you with some other, you know, some more pressure, some more information. Ted's Talk going to keep running strong, man. We're going to keep bringing this stuff to you, man, every chance I get. So, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in with your boy. I'm going to holler at y'all the next time. Peace.